Hi, it's me, Vamp, and today I'm going to explain not only how to level up with Syndicate, but how to level up with multiple Syndicates. I have three that I max, and I'm working on maxing a fourth one. Now, this is what you do. First of all, to level up a syndicate, all you have to do is select the syndicate, then there will be, if you say initiate, it will give you little regalia thing, which is something you put on your Warframe. And the higher level up you get, the biggest sigil you can get. Like this sigil will give me 13%. Now percent, what that means is you can only earn a certain amount per day. And that amount depends on your mastery rank plus 1000. So since my mastery rank is 20, I can only earn 21k a day. If your mastery rank is only 5, you can only earn 6k a day, 10, 11k a day, so on and so forth. So higher mastery rank would make this process a lot easier. Now what you do is you go into appearance, go under regalia, and what you would do is where it says front sigil or back sigil, it doesn't matter. You pick the, you know, reputation thing you want. Click the syndicate sigil that you want. In this case, right now, I want choice sigil. So there I go, and now every time I go on a mission, a certain percentage of the affinity is, directed toward that syndicate until I, reach the max I can reach for the day. Since I'm doing orbiters of hexes, there's also syndicate specific missions you can do, which can be found here. Missions will only show for syndicates you're aligned with. I'm aligned with 4 syndicates, so four mission, syndicate mission types show. But I digress. Now, here's the tricky part. As you can see, I have negative standing. I'm an enemy with Steel Meridian and Red Veil. The reason I'm an enemy with them is because they are enemies, Red Velvet enemies of Arbiters of Hex, which I am aligned with, of course. And Steel Meridian is enemies with the parent sequence, which was my first syndicate. Now, let's get down to how to level up multiple at once. Okay, so if you look here, it says enemy red veil. So if I level up Arbiters of Hexes, I'm going to lose standing with red veil. No question that. That's just how it is. It's opposed to the parent sequence. So opposed means I'm going to lose 50% standing with the parent sequence. 50% of what I get with this syndicate, I'm going to lose with the parent sequence. So that's not nowhere near as bad. And allied Cephalasuda. So that means whenever I make point with this syndicate, I'll also get some points with Cephalon Suda. So, what does that mean? I'm leveling up this, but I'm also leveling up Cephalon Suda. You might throw another into the mix, the parent sequence. The parent sequence enemy to Meridian, we don't care about them. Orbiters of hexes they're opposed to. That means I'll be losing 50%, with orbiters of hexes. And they're allied with New Loka. Now, what does this mean? This means that I can have this sigil on half the time. And yeah, so I'll lose 50% with the parent sequence, but I'll gain with Cephalon Suda. And then the other half, I put this Syndicate regalia on. I will earn points with New Loka, lose 50% with Arbiters of Hex, but that's okay because we can go back and forth on that, and guess what? If we're going back and forth, it means we do not lose anything with New Loka. Now, I must warn you, well, see, I ended up doing this first, and made enemies of New Loka. That's why it's taking me so long. But you probably could do all these up front. Or say you want to do Silmeridian and Red Velvet. Well, Silmeridian is allied with Red Velvet. So if you do one, you're doing the other. It's as easy as that. But they're an enemy appearance sequence and they're opposed to New Loka. And Red Velvet is an enemy of Arbiters of Hexes opposed to Cephalon Suda. So, yeah. And don't worry, this is allied with Cephalon Suda and opposed to parent sequence. That doesn't mean that if you have Arbiters of Hexes regalia on, you're going to lose all this plus that. No, it doesn't work that way. So I recommend, well, what I did first was I actually did the parent sequence first, but if you want to make it easier on yourself, you might want to do whichever order you want, honestly. You'll have to backtrack back and forth. Syndicates, it's best to get the most you can, in my opinion, because the way they're useful is they have different mods, they have builds and blades for Archwing stuff. These sculptures are kind of new, but they have those too. They have unique weapons as well as unique sandanas. And did I mention the mods? Warframe mods. Actual, like this one has Excalibur, the other one might not have Excalibur. This has Limbo, and so on and so forth. If you're playing Warframe with a friend, you might want to, be the opposite, Syndicate as that friend, because then, you guys can get the mod and trade back and forth. Yes, there's always trade chat, but it's usually always better to trade between friends. So yeah, this is the Syndicate thing. That's how you do the Syndicate things. Unfortunately, if you go after the 4 I went after, you will have Red Veil and, did I do Red Velvet this whole time? Oh, Red Veil and Silmeridian will be your enemies forever. So you will have a Grenier and I don't know. Are they grenier too? I don't know. Whatever. Red velvet and silver meridian. I don't like red velvet cake anyway, so it's cool. Okay, well, I will talk to you guys later. Later.